What is the difference between classical conditioning and operant conditioning in dog training, and how can each be applied in a real-world scenario? Answer: classical conditioning, pioneered by Ivan Pavlov, involves associating a neutral stimulus with a stimulus that already elicits a response. Over time, the neutral stimulus comes to trigger the same response. An example in dog training is pairing the sound of a bell, neutral stimulus, with the presentation of food, unconditioned stimulus, which leads to salivation, unconditioned response. After repetition, the bell alone, conditioned stimulus, will elicit salivation, conditioned response. This is effective for creating automatic associations like teaching the dog to come when it hears a specific sound. Operant conditioning, based on B.F. Skinner's theory, is about modifying behavior through consequences. Reinforcements, positive or negative, or punishments. Positive reinforcement, where a dog receives a treat for sitting, strengthens desired behavior. Negative reinforcement, where the removal of an aversive stimulus, e.g. leash pressure, encourages the dog to perform a desired action, e.g. walking beside the trainer, also strengthens behavior. Both methods are foundational in dog training, but classical conditioning is often used for establishing emotional responses, while operant conditioning is better for shaping voluntary behaviors. What are the different reinforcement schedules used in dog training, and how do they affect a dog's behavior? Answer: reinforcement schedules are ways to structure when and how reinforcement is given. There are four main types. Fixed ratio FR. Reinforcement is provided after a set number of responses, e.g. after every third sit. This schedule is effective for reinforcing consistent behavior, but can lead to pauses in behavior after reinforcement. Post-reinforcement pause. Variable ratio VR. Reinforcement is given after an unpredictable number of responses, e.g. after an average of 3 sits, but it varies. This creates a high and steady rate of behavior as the dog doesn't know when the reinforcement is coming. Fixed interval 5. Reinforcement is given after a set amount of time has passed, e.g. every 30 seconds of sustained sitting. This often leads to scalloping behavior, where the dog becomes less active until just before reinforcement is due. Variable interval Roman, so reinforcement is provided after an unpredictable time interval, e.g. after an average of 30 seconds of sustained sitting. This results in steady behavior as the dog can't predict when reinforcement will occur. Relevant guidelines. Trainers should vary reinforcement schedules based on the desired outcome, e.g. fixed ratios for learning new tasks, variable intervals for maintaining behavior. How does generalization and discrimination play a role in dog training, and why is it essential to manage both in training programs? Answer: generalization occurs when a dog applies learned behavior to similar stimuli in different environments. For instance, a dog that learns to sit in one room may generalize their behavior to other rooms. While generalization can be beneficial, it may also lead to undesirable behaviors, such as a dog performing a command outside of context. Discrimination, on the other hand, is the dog's ability to distinguish between different stimuli and respond accordingly. For example, a dog may learn to differentiate between a sit command given in a park versus one given during an obedience trial. Proper discrimination allows dogs to respond only when specific cues are given, which is crucial in specialized tasks like scent detection. In training, a balance between generalization and discrimination is key. Trainers must carefully control the stimuli presented during training to prevent unwanted generalization or insufficient discrimination. Fading cues and varying the training environment can help control both processes. Relevant guidelines. Ethical dog training methods emphasize the gradual shaping of behavior, ensuring that generalization and discrimination are managed without overwhelming the dog. Mr. Davis's training is dog for scent detection. He has successfully trained the dog to detect narcotics in a controlled environment. However, when practicing in an open area, the dog becomes distracted by other odors and fails to perform the task. What should Mr. Davis do to help the dog focus on the scent detection task? Answer: Mr. Davis should implement a generalization strategy while the dog has learned to detect the scent in a controlled setting. The open environment introduces distractions. To address this, Mr. Davis should begin by gradually increasing the complexity of the training environment. Start with minimal distractions, gradually adding environmental variables like noise, different surfaces, and other scents. The key is to reinforce correct behavior detection of the target scent with high-value rewards in progressively challenging environments. This method will help the dog discriminate between relevant and irrelevant odors, improving focus on the target scent. Additionally, Mr. Davis should ensure the reinforcement schedule is consistent and that the dog is praised for maintaining focus on the scent rather than being distracted by others. Relevant guidelines or This approach is in line with ABA applied behavioral analysis principles, where systematic exposure to distractions helps the dog learn to generalize specific behaviors in varied contexts. Ensuring the dog's well-being during such gradual exposure is important. What are the principles behind behavior modification techniques in applied behavioral analysis, ABA, and how can they be applied to solve behavioral issues in dogs? Answer: behavior modification using ABA is grounded in the idea that behaviors are shaped by their consequences. The main techniques used in behavior modification include positive reinforcement, adding a pleasant stimulus, e.g., treats, praise after desired behavior to increase its occurrence; negative reinforcement, removing an unpleasant stimulus, e.g., pressure on a leash to encourage a behavior; punishment, positive and negative, applying an aversive stimulus, positive, or removing a pleasant one, negative, to decrease undesirable behaviors; extinction, the removal of reinforcement to reduce a behavior over time. For example, a dog that barks excessively when left alone can be trained using extinction by ignoring the barking behavior and only reinforcing calmness. Over time, the dog learns that barking does not produce the desired outcome. Attention, what calm behavior does. Relevant guidelines. The ethical guidelines of the APDT stress that behavior modification should prioritize humane techniques with minimal use of aversives and focus on positive reinforcement. How does functional analysis of behavior apply to training dogs for specialized tasks, and what role does it play in solving behavioral problems? Answer: functional analysis of behavior involves systematically assessing the purpose behind a behavior. In dog training, functional analysis helps identify whether a behavior is a result of seeking attention, avoiding discomfort, or other motivations. For example, if a dog is showing aggression, the functional analysis would focus on whether the aggression is triggered by fear, territorial behavior, or resource guarding. Once the function of the behavior is identified, trainers can apply specific strategies to modify it. If a dog is fearful and aggressive, exposure therapy with positive reinforcement for calm behavior may help. If the dog is resource guarding, teaching a leave it command and reinforcing calm behavior near food or toys would address the issue. The key to functional analysis is identifying the why behind the behavior. Trainers should use this understanding to craft a tailored intervention plan that directly addresses the root cause. Relevant guidelines. Functional analysis aligns with the behavioral analysis certification standards, ensuring that interventions are grounded in scientifically validated methods, focusing on ethical and humane treatment. What are the best practices for training dogs for agility competitions, and how can handlers ensure that dogs remain engaged and avoid burnout during training? Answer: agility training requires building a dog's confidence, physical fitness, and ability to follow cues in an environment filled with distractions. The best practices for agility training include gradual progression. Start with basic obedience and build up to more complex obstacles like tunnels, jumps, and weave poles. Positive reinforcement. Reward the dog for completing each obstacle successfully to keep them motivated and reinforce learning. Mental and physical breaks. Agility training can be intense, so ensuring the dog has enough rest between training sessions is essential to prevent burnout. Consistency and variety. Keep training sessions consistent in structure, but vary the obstacles to prevent monotony and increase the dog's adaptability. To avoid burnout, it's crucial to monitor the dog's enthusiasm and not push them too hard. If the dog shows signs of fatigue or disinterest, it's time to end the session on a positive note. Relevant guidelines. The APDT ethical guidelines recommend a balanced approach to training, ensuring the dog's physical and emotional well-being is always prioritized. Why is generalization crucial for dogs working in specialized tasks like search and rescue, and how can trainers promote effective generalization of learned behaviors? Answer: generalization is crucial for specialized tasks because dogs need to apply learned behaviors across various situations and environments. In search and rescue, a dog may be trained to locate a person in a forest, but the same behavior needs to generalize to other locations, such as urban areas or disaster sites. To promote effective generalization, trainers should vary the training environment, expose the dog to different terrains, weather conditions, and search environments, introduce variable stimuli, use different scents, sounds, and visual cues to ensure the dog is not overly reliant on one specific set of stimuli, reinforce consistency, praise and reward the dog for performing the task regardless of changes in the environment or distractions. Generalization ensures that the dog doesn't just perform. a task in one context but can adapt to real-world conditions, which is essential for specialized work. Relevant guidelines. Training for specialized tasks should always adhere to apt ethical standards to ensure humane treatment with a focus on the dog's psychological and physical welfare. How do therapy dog training and testing differ from training a working dog, and what specific requirements are involved in preparing a dog for therapy work? Answer. Therapy dog training focuses on preparing dogs to provide emotional support and companionship in various settings such as hospitals, nursing homes, or schools. Unlike working dogs, therapy dogs are trained to exhibit calm, gentle behavior and to tolerate various environments and individuals without being reactive. The training involves teaching basic obedience, ensuring the dog is well behaved in public, can follow commands, and is calm around people and other animals. Desensitization, exposing the dog to a variety of environments and situations to ensure they remain calm and non-reactive. Socialization, ensuring the dog is comfortable around people of all ages, backgrounds, and abilities. The testing for therapy dogs includes evaluating the dog's behavior around strangers, ability to stay calm in various situations, and interactions with both people and other animals. Dogs must pass specific assessments set by organizations such as the Therapy Dogs International (ED). What role does crate training play in a dog's behavior development, and how can it be used effectively in preventing separation anxiety? Answer. Crate training provides a safe, secure space for a dog and serves as a foundation for establishing boundaries and routines. It can be a critical tool in preventing separation anxiety as it helps the dog become accustomed to being alone in a confined space without the negative emotions associated with it. The crate acts as a den-like environment where the dog feels secure. Through gradual desensitization, trainers can teach the dog that being in the crate is a positive experience, not a form of punishment. The process involves starting with short periods of time in the crate, gradually increasing the duration, and pairing the crate experience with positive reinforcement, such as treats or favorite toys. Crate training, when done correctly, helps alleviate separation anxiety by teaching the dog independence and reducing the emotional distress associated with being left alone. The key is to never use the crate as punishment, as that could exacerbate anxiety issues. Relevant guidelines. Ethical dog training practices emphasize the humane use of crates, ensuring that the dog's emotional and physical welfare is maintained throughout the process. A dog trainer is planning to create an effective advertising campaign to attract clients. What are the key elements to consider when developing a branding strategy for a dog training business? How do principles of consumer psychology play a role in shaping a brand's image? Answer. When developing a branding strategy, a dog trainer must consider several key elements. Target audience. Understanding the demographics, needs, and behaviors of potential clients is crucial. Tailoring branding messages to appeal to dog owners' emotions, like emphasizing trust, safety, and the joy of well-trained dogs, can resonate deeply with pet owners. Unique selling proposition. The USP distinguishes the trainer from competitors. This could be specialized training for specific dog breeds, behavioral issues, or offering in-home sessions. Consistency in messaging. Consistency across all marketing materials, from business cards to social media profiles, helps build a cohesive image. This includes tone, visuals, and values communicated. Professional visual identity. Logos, color schemes, and website design should be polished and convey trustworthiness and professionalism. Consumer psychology also plays a key role in this strategy. Emotional appeal. Pet owners are often emotionally invested in their dogs. Advertising should tap into these emotions using imagery that emphasizes positive dog-owner relationships and successful training outcomes. Social proof, client testimonials, success stories, and before-after images serve as powerful endorsements that build trust and credibility. The American Marketing Association recommends using consumer psychology principles such as reciprocity, offering something of value for free initially, social validation, and scarcity, limited time offers, to influence purchasing decisions. What strategies should a dog trainer implement to not only acquire new clients but also retain them over the long term? What role do customer service and ongoing communication play in these strategies? Answer. Client acquisition and retention are two sides of the same coin. Successful dog trainers often use the following strategies. Initial consultation. Offering free or discounted consultations gives potential clients a risk-free opportunity to experience the trainer's expertise and approach. This helps establish trust early on. Referral program. Satisfied clients are the best marketers. A dog trainer can implement a referral program offering discounts or free services to clients who refer others. Personalized service. Every dog and owner is different. Offering tailored training plans and checking in with clients about their dog's progress ensures clients feel valued and understood. Follow-up communication. Following up after sessions, whether via phone, email, or social media, shows clients that the trainer cares about long-term success, not just completing a one-time service. Retention depends heavily on customer service, responsive communication. Timely and respectful communication is key, whether clients have questions, concerns, or want to discuss progress. Being accessible builds strong relationships. Providing value, offering ongoing education, e.g. newsletters, video tips, or new services keeps clients engaged. The customer loyalty cycle theory suggests that repeated positive interactions can turn one-time clients into long-term loyal customers who are more likely to recommend services to others. When managing a dog training business, what are the key operational processes that should be streamlined to ensure efficiency? How does effective time management contribute to business success? Answer: efficient management of a dog training business involves streamlining key operational processes, scheduling and appointment management. Implementing software or online tools for scheduling sessions minimizes scheduling conflicts and optimizes the trainer's time. Billing and payments. Automating invoicing and payment collection through platforms like PayPal or Stripe saves time and ensures cash flow consistency. Client record management. Proper documentation of each client's dog behavior, training sessions, and progress is essential for both legal reasons and service customization. Using customer relationship management (ERM) software helps organize these records effectively. Time management plays a crucial role in ensuring the business runs smoothly. Trainers should set specific hours for client sessions, administration, and personal development, such as attending workshops or researching new techniques. A structured schedule prevents burnout and ensures that no critical tasks are neglected. Mr. Thompson, a new dog training client, is frustrated because his dog, Max, hasn't shown improvement despite attending 3 sessions. He's considering discontinuing the service. How should the dog trainer address Mr. Thompson's concerns while managing his expectations realistically? Answer: the trainer should listen actively, let Mr. Thompson express his frustrations fully, acknowledging his concerns and empathizing with the situation. Understanding the problem is essential. Set realistic expectations. Explain that dog training is a gradual process and that progress can vary based on the dog's age, temperament, and the consistency of training. It's important to set realistic expectations upfront regarding how long improvements typically take. Reassess the training plan. Offer to adjust the training plan to better suit Max's specific needs. This could include addressing potential underlying issues or changing the pace or approach of sessions. Encourage consistency. Emphasize the role of the owner in reinforcing training outside of sessions. Dogs learn through repetition and consistency. Provide evidence of progress. Show small improvements or milestones that Mr. Thompson may not have noticed, such as Max's improved behavior during certain commands. By addressing concerns and reinforcing the dog's potential for improvement, the trainer can retain Mr. Thompson's trust and commitment to the training process. What are the key strategies for building a strong online presence as a dog trainer? How should a dog trainer handle negative feedback or reviews online? Answer: a dog trainer should focus on professional website, a website that outlines services, qualifications, success stories, and offers easy booking options is essential for online credibility. Active social media. Posting regular content including training tips, client success stories, and behind-the-scenes glimpses helps build a loyal following. Engagement with followers. Responding to comments, offering free advice, and showcasing client testimonials fosters positive relationships online. Content creation. Blogging or creating video tutorials adds value for followers, positioning the trainer as an expert in the field. Handling negative feedback. Stay professional. Responding calmly, acknowledging the issue, and offering a solution shows professionalism and a commitment to client satisfaction. Public versus private response. For minor complaints, a public response showing empathy may be enough. However, for more serious issues, it's best to resolve the situation privately through direct communication. What factors should a dog trainer consider when deciding on pricing models for their services? How do different pricing strategies, such as hourly rates or package deals, affect client perceptions and business profitability? Answer: several factors influence pricing models. Market research. Understanding competitors' pricing in the area and the average market rate for dog training helps set competitive prices. Cost of operation. A trainer must factor in overhead costs like rent, insurance, marketing, and administrative work when pricing services to ensure profitability. Service complexity. More specialized services, e.g., behavioral modification, may warrant higher fees than basic obedience training. Pricing strategies. Hourly rates. Suitable for clients who may need flexibility, but hourly rates can discourage long-term commitment and may limit the trainer's overall earning potential. Package deals. Offering discounted rates for bundled sessions, e.g., a 10-session package provides clients with greater value while securing upfront payment and client commitment. Packages can also lead to higher retention rates. The Price Discrimination Act may limit how trainers can structure their prices, ensuring that clients are not unfairly charged based on personal characteristics. How can a dog trainer effectively use client referrals and testimonials to build their business? What are the legal and ethical considerations when using client testimonials in marketing materials? Answer: to effectively use referrals, offer incentives. A referral program offering discounts or free sessions for clients who refer new business is an excellent way to encourage word-of-mouth marketing. Showcase success stories. Testimonials can be used on websites, social media, and in advertisements to build credibility. However, it's crucial that these testimonials are genuine and not fabricated. Legal and ethical considerations. Consent. Always ask for permission before using a client's testimonial in marketing materials. Ensure the client is aware of how their feedback will be used. Honesty. Testimonials should accurately reflect the experience. Deceptive advertising laws prohibit misleading or fabricated claims in promotional materials. Privacy. Avoid sharing sensitive client information without their consent, including personal details or medical information about the dog. What are the essential administrative and record-keeping practices that a dog trainer should follow to stay compliant with local regulations and maintain operational efficiency? Answer: essential practices include client contracts. Always use formal contracts outlining terms of service, payment, and cancellation policies. These contracts protect both the trainer and the client. Session logs. Maintain detailed records of each session, including the dog's progress, specific issues addressed, and any behavior changes. These are important for tracking long-term results and addressing client concerns. Financial records. Keep accurate financial records for tax purposes, including invoices, receipts, and expense logs. Compliance with local regulations may include adherence to the Data Protection Act, ensuring that all personal client and dog information is kept confidential and stored securely. Why is it important for dog trainers to stay updated with the latest research in the field? What are some effective ways to ensure ongoing professional development? Answer: staying updated is crucial because the field of dog training evolves continuously. New research on canine behavior, learning techniques, and training methodologies can improve the effectiveness of a trainer's services. Additionally, continuing education helps trainers maintain professional credentials and stay competitive in the marketplace. Effective ways to stay updated include attending workshops and seminars. These provide hands-on learning experiences and access to industry experts. Peer-reviewed journals. Reading journals such as the Journal of Applied Animal Behavior Science can keep trainers informed about the latest scientific findings. Professional associations. Membership in organizations like the American Kennel Club allows trainers access to exclusive resources, networking opportunities, and professional development programs. How does participation in professional associations and networking benefit the dog trainer's career? What are some key associations a dog trainer should consider joining? Answer: professional associations provide several benefits. Credibility. Being a member of respected organizations signals to clients that a trainer adheres to industry standards and ethical practices. Networking. Networking with other professionals can lead to referrals, collaboration opportunities, and access to valuable knowledge about industry trends. Continuing education. Many associations offer workshops, conferences, and certification programs that allow trainers to improve their skills and stay updated with best practices. Key associations include Association of Professional Dog Trainers (APT) provides access to educational resources, certification opportunities, and a community of professional trainers. International Association of Canine Professionals (IAC) focuses on professional development and offers resources for trainers working in various disciplines. What behavioral traits typically differentiate working breeds from sporting breeds, and how would these traits impact the training approach for each? Answer: working breeds such as the Border Collie or German Shepherd are typically bred for tasks that require intelligence, independence, and a strong drive to work, while sporting breeds like the Golden Retriever or Labrador are bred for tasks like retrieving and have an innate drive to fetch, carry, and work cooperatively with humans. Working breeds often exhibit high energy, assertiveness, and the need for mental stimulation, which can lead to behaviors like herding or guarding. In contrast, sporting breeds tend to be social, eager to please, and may have a higher propensity for retrieving and swimming. In training, working breeds may require more structured, purpose-driven tasks that align with their working instincts, often benefiting from a task-oriented approach and advanced obedience drills. Sporting breeds, on the other hand, may benefit from positive reinforcement focused on social cooperation and retrieving exercises. Both types, however, need mental stimulation and consistent exercise, that their approaches will differ. Understanding these traits helps in shaping training protocols tailored to each breed's unique needs. When assessing environmental hazards during a training session outdoors, what are the key factors to consider to ensure both the dog's and trainer's safety? Answer: several environmental hazards must be assessed when conducting outdoor dog training. These include terrain. Uneven ground or slippery surfaces can lead to falls or injuries for both the dog and the trainer. It's crucial to choose areas with flat, non-slippery surfaces and avoid locations with steep inclines or obstacles that could cause a dog to trip or injure itself. Temperature. Extreme heat or cold can be hazardous to the dog's health. Dogs can overheat in high temperatures, especially if they are working hard or not acclimated to heat. Similarly, cold temperatures can result in frostbite or hypothermia. Trainers should monitor the dog's comfort level and ensure access to water, shade, and breaks when needed. Toxic plants or chemicals. Some plants, e.g., poison ivy or certain types of mushrooms, compose a toxic threat to dogs. Trainers should inspect the training area for these hazards before beginning. Other animals, wildlife, or other dogs can create distractions or risks. The presence of other animals, such as deer, squirrels, or even other dogs, can provoke a reactive dog to chase, become aggressive, or lose focus. Explain how a dog's breed may influence its socialization needs and what specific steps should be taken to socialize. A breed with a naturally high prey drive versus one with a low prey drive. Answer: breed-specific traits heavily influence a dog's socialization needs, particularly when it comes to prey drive. Dogs with a high prey drive, such as greyhounds or terriers, are more likely to focus on smaller animals or moving objects and may exhibit behaviors like chasing or stalking. These breeds need early and consistent socialization to other animals and people to curb unwanted prey-driven behaviors. Socializing these dogs in controlled environments where they can interact with other animals, such as through positive reinforcement training with a well-socialized dog, can help reduce the instinctive chase drive. In contrast, dogs with a lower prey drive, like many companion breeds, e.g., bulldogs, basset hounds, may not show such intense interest in small animals, but they still need socialization to people environments and basic obedience. These dogs generally require socialization that focuses more on human interactions, environmental exposure, and maintaining calmness in various settings. To socialize a high prey drive breed, trainers should gradually expose the dog to animals in a controlled manner. Use desensitization techniques, rewarding calm behavior around distractions. Engage in scent games and obedience training to focus their energy on tasks other than chasing. Mr. Thompson is conducting an obedience class outdoors with a group of dogs. One dog in the group, a Rottweiler, begins to show signs of aggression toward another dog. Mr. Thompson is aware that the dog has a history of reactivity with other dogs, but is trying to desensitize the behavior. How should Mr. Thompson manage the situation to ensure safety for both dogs and participants? Answer: in this scenario, Mr. Thompson should follow these steps to manage the aggression safely. Immediate intervention. He should separate the two dogs to prevent a potential fight. This can be done by redirecting the aggressive dog's attention with treats or a leash, ensuring that no harm comes to either dog. Calm environment. Create a calm space for both dogs. The aggressive dog should be removed from the group and placed in a quieter, neutral area to allow it to settle down before reintroducing it to the group or other dogs. This helps to reduce further stress. Assessment of the situation. Mr. Thompson needs to evaluate the situation. If the dog's aggression is triggered by a particular environmental stimulus, such as a specific dog or object, he should reassess the training plan. He should avoid forcing the aggressive dog into situations where it feels overwhelmed, as this could escalate the aggression. Behavior modification plan. The Rottweiler may require tailored desensitization and counter-conditioning plan, gradually exposing it to other dogs at a distance and rewarding calm behavior. The training plan should focus on slowly decreasing the reactivity through controlled socialization. Discuss how genetics can influence a dog's temperament and provide an example of A breed where genetics plays a significant role in behavioral tendencies. Answer: genetics plays a significant role in shaping a dog's temperament. Inherited traits can influence a dog's behavior, such as its energy level, sociability, aggression, and fear responses. For instance, working breeds like the Border Collie have been bred for intelligence and agility, which predisposes them to have a high drive for mental and physical activity. Conversely, breeds like the Basset Hound are genetically inclined toward a more laid-back, low-energy disposition. Certain genes may predispose a dog to behavioral tendencies such as excessive barking, separation anxiety, or aggression. For example, German Shepherds are known for their protective and guarding instincts, which are inherited traits. While these dogs can be highly trainable and loyal, their genetic predisposition toward guarding behavior may require more careful management and early socialization to prevent territorial aggression. Understanding the genetic influence on temperament helps trainers create training strategies that work with the dog's natural instincts rather than against them. What key steps should a trainer take in response to an emergency involving a dog bite during a training session? Answer: if a dog bite occurs during a training session, the trainer must follow a set protocol to manage the situation, ensure safety, immediately remove the dog responsible for the bite from the training environment to prevent further incidents, assess the other dogs and participants for safety, assess the injury, quickly evaluate the extent of the bite injury to the affected person or dog. Minor bites may only require cleaning and basic first aid, but deeper or puncture wounds may require immediate veterinary care or medical attention. Apply first aid. For human bites, clean the wound with soap and water and apply pressure to stop bleeding. In cases where the bite is more severe, the injured person should seek medical attention promptly. For dog bites, clean the wound thoroughly and consider contacting a veterinarian for further treatment. Document the incident. It is essential to document the bite, including the circumstances leading up to the incident, the dog involved, and the response. Review training protocols. After an incident, trainers should review their training methods and risk management protocols to ensure that appropriate steps are being taken to minimize the likelihood of future incidents. How would a trainer adapt their training approach for a dog that is naturally more independent and less eager to please, such as a Basenji, compared to a breed like a Golden Retriever that thrives on human interaction and positive reinforcement? Answer: for breeds like the Basenji, which are known for their independent nature and lack of eagerness to please, trainers need to take a more patient and indirect approach. The Basenji may not respond well to constant praise or typical reward-based methods as quickly as more eager-to-please breeds like Golden Retrievers. Instead, trainers should use strategies that appeal to the Basenji's natural instincts. This could include the use of high-value treats, allowing the dog to initiate behaviors, or making the environment more engaging and stimulating through games or challenges. In contrast, Golden Retrievers thrive on positive reinforcement and human interaction, so trainers can utilize more direct approaches, such as frequent praise, attention, and a clear reward system. Golden Retrievers tend to excel in tasks that involve cooperation and attention, so a structured training regimen focusing on tasks that require teamwork will likely be effective. Both dogs need training, but understanding their breed characteristics ensures the methods used are aligned with their instincts and natural drives. What factors should be considered when assessing the safety risks of training a reactive dog in a public park, and how can these factors be mitigated? Answer: when assessing the risks of training a reactive dog in a public park, key factors include distractions. Public parks are filled with potential distractions such as other dogs, people, bicycles, or wildlife. These distractions can trigger reactive dogs' aggressive or fearful responses. Other dogs, reactive dogs, can pose a risk to themselves and others if they feel threatened by or anxious around unfamiliar dogs. Trainers should ensure a safe distance from other dogs to prevent confrontations. Crowds, high foot traffic, or groups of people can increase the dog's anxiety, leading to aggression or fearful responses. Leash control, ensuring that the reactive dog is kept on a leash, ideally with a harness for better control, is crucial in preventing unexpected reactions. To mitigate these risks, conduct training in quieter areas of the park. Use desensitization and counter-conditioning techniques to reduce reactivity. Train the dog to focus on commands even with distractions around, using positive reinforcement. What breed-specific health issue might influence behavior in a Doberman Pinscher, and how would this affect training strategies? Answer: Doberman Pinschers are prone to a condition called dilated cardiomyopathy, DCR, a heart disease that can lead to lethargy, weakness, and breathing difficulties. While this condition is primarily physical, it can influence the dog's behavior by limiting its energy and stamina, leading to reluctance to engage in exercise or training sessions. Trainers working with Dobermans with DCM must adjust their training strategies to accommodate their physical limitations. For instance, Reduce the intensity and duration of physical activities. Prioritize mental stimulation through puzzle toys or scent work. Monitor the dog closely for signs of fatigue or discomfort during sessions. By recognizing the breed-specific health issue, trainers can adapt their approach to ensure the dog's well-being while still providing effective training. How does the natural herding instinct in Border Collies influence their behavior during training, and what strategies should trainers use to manage these instincts during obedience training? Answer: Border Collies are known for their strong herding instincts, which can lead to behaviors such as chasing, nipping, or trying to herd other animals or even people during training sessions. These instincts make them highly energetic and focused, but also prone to becoming fixated on moving objects. To manage these tendencies, provide structure, engage the Border Collie in task-oriented training such as agility exercises or obedience drills that challenge their mental and physical abilities. Channel their energy, use their herding drive constructively by teaching them commands that mimic herding behaviors such as stay or focus while rewarding calm behavior. Use positive reinforcement. Reward the dog for focusing on the trainer rather than on other distractions, helping to redirect their energy into the training session. By understanding the natural instincts of the breed, trainers can tailor their approaches to effectively channel the dog's energy into desirable behaviors.